Did you know that over 3,000 prison escapes are reported in the US each year? While most are minor, some are so daring that they make headlines for years to come. But what happened in a recent prison break, caught on camera, is unlike anything you've seen before. Imagine this: a man convicted of a heinous crime, sentenced to life in one of the most secure prisons in the country, somehow manages to escape without a trace. It's unbelievable, it's terrifying, and it's all caught on film. But what if I told you that not everything in this footage adds up? Stay tuned, because the twists in this story will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about prison security. Prison escapes are a true crime staple, and they can send shockwaves through both the prison system and the surrounding communities. When an escapee breaches one of the most secure facilities in the country, it challenges everything we know about prison security, our justice system, and how far someone will go to reclaim their freedom. Most escapes happen slowly, quietly, and in ways that go unnoticed until the damage is done. But this one, caught on camera in real time, this prison break is something no one expected, and it raises questions that go beyond simple security flaws. In this video, we'll walk you through the shocking footage, break down the key moments, and uncover the inconsistencies that make this prison break far from ordinary. This isn't just a typical story of a criminal trying to run from the law. This is a story of a daring escape that shook the very foundations of prison security. Prisons are built to be impenetrable. They are meant to hold dangerous criminals, the ones society has deemed too dangerous to walk free. High fences, barbed wire, armed guards, and security cameras are all part of the structure. Yet, despite these layers of protection, prison escapes happen all the time. According to the Bureau of Justice Statistics, roughly 3,000 escapes from U.S. prisons are documented each year. Most are small-scale attempts that end with the escapee caught within days, some even hours. But every once in a while, there's an escape so elaborate, so bold, that it leaves authorities scratching their heads. Why do these escapes happen? What is it that makes prisons vulnerable? Part of the problem is that prisons often rely on outdated technology, overworked guards, and limited resources. The moment a small crack appears in the system, inmates are ready to exploit it. From using tools smuggled into the facility to relying on insider help, there are countless ways a determined inmate can break free. But when the escapee is not only successful, but also seems to have anticipated every step, when they even manage to get away without a trace, the implications are serious. It means there's a gaping hole in the system, one that could easily be exploited by others. On the night of the escape, the prison was buzzing with routine activities. Located in a remote area, it was the kind of place where the guards grew complacent, knowing that the isolated nature of the facility made it harder for any escape attempts to succeed. The inmate at the center of this escape, a man named Michael Quinn, had been in prison for over 15 years. Convicted of multiple murders, Quinn was seen as a model prisoner. He kept to himself, followed the rules, and even worked in the prison's kitchen. But beneath the surface, he was plotting. No one suspected that Quinn was capable of such a daring act. The footage begins with Quinn calmly walking back to his cell after a routine work shift. Nothing seems out of the ordinary, and the guards have no reason to be suspicious. But behind the scenes, things were about to change. A few months earlier, Quinn had been planning. He had made connections with a few sympathetic guards, ones who felt his sentence was too harsh. They provided him with small tools and information on the layout of the prison. Over time, he had mapped out the best way to escape. What followed was a series of tense moments that played out across the surveillance footage, which was later leaked to the public. At precisely 11:42 p.m., Quinn initiated his escape. The first clue that something was wrong came when one of the guards noticed the alarm system malfunctioning. The cameras in the corridor, where Quinn was supposed to be confined, suddenly went black. The guard immediately radioed for backup, but it was too late. The footage shows Quinn slipping through a narrow maintenance door that had been tampered with days earlier. The tension in the video rises as Quinn moves with calculated precision, avoiding security patrols and creeping through the facility's underbelly. But here's the catch. According to the prison's protocol, these areas should have been locked down tight, with motion sensors and guards on every corner. The footage makes it clear Quinn wasn't just lucky, he had insider help. The locked doors were either opened or bypassed, and the alarm system had been deactivated at key moments. This wasn't a simple break. This was a coordinated effort that left the authorities scrambling to explain how such an operation could even be possible. The most thrilling part of the footage comes as Quinn approaches the final gate, the one that separates him from freedom. The tension is unbearable as the camera catches him slipping through the gate, just moments before the guard arrived to check on the area. It's at this moment that the full scale of his planning is revealed. There was no struggle, no fight. He didn't break down doors or cause a scene. Instead, he moved with quiet precision, as if he knew exactly when and where to be. The footage ends as Quinn exits the facility, disappearing into the night. The prison's searchlights sweep the area, but it's too late. For days, authorities combed through the footage, analyzing every frame. How had Quinn managed to outwit the system? What's even more shocking was that, despite an intense manhunt, Quinn was never found. He vanished without a trace. To this day, no one knows where he went or how he managed to stay off the radar for so long. Quinn's escape is a reminder of just how vulnerable even the most secure prisons can be. It raises serious questions about the integrity of the prison system and whether we've become too reliant on outdated technology and complacent guards. If an inmate like Quinn, who had been a model prisoner, can escape without leaving a trace, it's clear that there are deep-rooted flaws in the system. The fact that this escape was caught on camera only added to the shock and disbelief. Authorities are still trying to figure out how the escape was orchestrated, but the damage has already been done. This prison break wasn't just an isolated incident, it's a wake-up call. The implications for prison security are far-reaching. If this can happen in a high-security facility, what about other prisons across the country? What steps will be taken to prevent future escapes like this? And, perhaps most disturbingly, how many other inmates are out there who may be plotting their own escapes right now, taking notes from Quinn's daring example? What do you think about this incredible escape? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and let us know if you believe this could happen again. For more on prison security, famous escapes, and the mysteries of the justice system, be sure to check out our next video. You won't believe the twists and turns in this story.